should I be looking when planning for retirement to be replacing my income, or should I be looking to cover my current expenses? How should I be planning? Am I looking to say I have $84,000 of income? Should I be looking to replace 80% of that, or I only need $4,000 a month to live? Should I just be looking to cover that much?
Yeah, so I mean, I'll use a different numbers, but so the thing that comes to mind, I've got $100,000 worth of income after tax, let's say, and I'm living off of 80,000, right? Should I be covering the $100,000 or the $80,000 in terms of my planning process? Well, where's the other 20 going? It's going into some kind of savings, most likely.
Yeah.
Maybe it's going into your 401k and those types of things. It's still a good idea to try to save if you can in retirement, but usually it's not coming from this outside source. But some people have a lot of outside sources, big rents and things, but for the normal scenario. And so really I think covering expenses is really what you're looking at there more than kind of replacing your income. They can be kind of close because, one thing I've run across that I think is a bit of a myth. A lot of people look at retirement and say, "Oh, I'm going to have, I'm going to spend a lot less money in retirement," just because, I'm going to be more conservative. I have not seen this happen. One thing that does go down is the amount of savings. So there's no 401k contributions going on anymore. So that's a savings, but that's, not an issue. And then the second thing that, clothes and gas, and we actually saw, as you look through CPI numbers for different ages, you can see where kind of money goes into different directions depending on age. And having said that, age, we saw some increases based on age. Healthcare grew, travel would grow in theory in retirement. So I think you want to identify, the expenses in retirement. And then try to see if you have enough assets and outside incomes to cover those expenses. I mean, using Monte Carlo simulation to determine whether or not that's going to be possible.
Yeah, because you might be cutting some expenses, but other expenses go up. Let's say you're an avid golfer. You're instead of hitting the course only on the weekends, you're going to probably be hitting it on the weekdays now too. And so there's other costs that just with that extra time that you have now, they're going to increase.
Yeah, I've had lots of golfer clients. They golf every day, 6 days a week. They just, that's what they do. They get up and, go golf. And they've got a social network there. They've got, some exercise. And it's, so exactly right. And so there'll be some more money spent on some of these things that you're not spending on now as far as that goes. But, yeah, I think, identifying up front, it depends on where you are, right? If you're in retirement, that's a different scenario. You've already got some idea what your expenses are. If you're not in retirement, then you kind of want to project what those expenses are going to be. We put that into the plan, and then we really look very closely for the first couple of years in retirement to see, hey, is this actually right? Are we spending a lot more or less? Or, what is going on as far as that goes? And being able to just kind of get that expenses covered in the most tax efficient manner and taking from the assets that have the least long-term impact to you. So, you don't want to sell your great things to try to live off those expenses if you can avoid it. Hopefully everything you have is great. That'd be perfect. But it doesn't always work that way. But yeah, that's a good question.